Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Backpage gaming video. You're joining me, Robbie, and we've got Jack with us today.
Hello.
We're looking at a cheeky little Moments icon. If you're a big fan of the channel, I mean big, we're going back to last year. Baby Crespo was my boy, wasn't he, Jack?
I hated. Robbie had Baby Crespo in his team far too long. Literally far too long.
He was so good, man. He made it into my top 5 strikers of the year, if you watch that video. Bit of controversial, but you know, I loved him. So we're taking a look at his moments today. I had high hopes, obviously being a big fan of his baby card last year. Did he live up to it? Let's find out.
So, Rob, when I saw this card, because we talked about it before, we were, wanting to do a few more moments reviews. I was looking at Etienne. Yeah. I even looked at Crespo and thought about doing it, but you said, oh, I'll do Crespo. I thought, he's your boy. I'll let you do him.
Yeah.
So, you look at his in-game stats. I'm just going to reel off a couple. 98 finishing, 91 shot power, 93 agility. Just everything is there for a good striker.
Yeah.
He should be one of the best, judging off in-game stats alone. Okay?
Yeah.
Did he live up to the hype?
Okay. So...
That's a no. That's a no.
A bit of background. It's a complicated one, because I love this man, okay?
Yeah.
His shooting, phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. He's not the fastest 91 pace, and you can sort of tell it, I think, because I've got Lewandowski up front as well. I think they're two very similar players. I'll go into that a bit more, but very similar shooting wise. I think Lewandowski, I'd say, just edges it. I love him so much. His team of the year card that I've got. But yeah, both very good shooting. Like I say, they are a bit like for like. Both 4-star, 4-star as well. Both about 6 foot, 6'1". He is good. I'll say it now, okay. The only issue with him, and I've said it in previous reviews, if you've seen any of our other reviews, we're big fans of the 4-3-1-2 formation. For me, the strikers there, they have to be ball players. Everyone has to be rotating.
Yeah.
To me, Crespo he's a lone striker. He didn't do well in that sort of formation. His passing's not very good.
No.
So I think he suffered from the system more than anything, but he's a great player. If you're using him as like a lone striker in a 4-2-3-1, he's going to do fantastic for you. If you're using him in a 2-striker formation, I think you just need to maybe take a look, take a seat back, maybe get someone with higher passing. But you know what I mean? He's more like a target man. He's not going to be like a 1-2 sort of player.
He's one of those players, I think, that you're very thankful to have him when you're in a tough game.
Yeah.
You're playing the 4-2-3-1, you're hoofing the ball a bit, maybe. But you need a goal, it drops to him. Is he the type of player that's going to like rifle it in most times out of 10?
Definitely, yeah. His position is fantastic. He's got 97 position. He's always in, like, as Ian Wright told Lee Dixon, apparently, always stand in the middle of the goal, and you'll be surprised how many goals you get from that position. And he does. If he gets half a chance on either foot, both his feet felt good, he's going to score it. Like,
why are you touching his feet for?
I just love feet.
Fair play.
But yeah, he does, if he gets the chance, he's finishing it.
Yeah.
Only issue is, like I say, in a 2-striker formation, it's hard to get him those chances because he's not the best at passing. But if he coped better when people pressed you and you were able to get him in behind, rather than having to do like tiki-taka.
Yeah. So, one of my other questions is, you see a player like Crespo, I don't know why, but in my head he's got about 90 strength. I look at the card, it's actually only got 80. It's not low by any means, but it's the combination of that. But then I think, he's got 93 agility, 87 balance, but I just feel like he should be clunky. I don't know why. In my head, Crespo is always a bit clunky. Maybe it's because of his, baby card, middle card, or whatever. How does he feel on the ball? Does he feel like he bounces off them, or?
I thought he felt really nice on the ball.
Yeah.
I think he's like, even his baby last year. I know maybe it was a bit biased because he is my boy, but he feels nice on the ball. The 93 agility is fantastic. 94 composure is great. You can, I think we're used to a certain level of player at this point in FIFA.
Yeah.
So he doesn't feel quite as good as like your Neymars or like David Neres, who feels great.
It's gonna feel even better after a +1.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, recording this just after Ajax drew to Rome, but they are out, unfortunately. But I suppose, David Neres gets a +1, Bruno Perez gets a +1, everyone's happy.
Yeah. And Dzeko as well. Don't forget about Dzeko.
Dzeko gets a +1 as well for some mad people that did that card. Please don't come at me, Dzeko fans. But yeah, he feels nice on the ball, but he's not like fantastic. His bridge feels very nice. Like this I don't know why players like him and Lewandowski, their bridges just feel great. Maybe it's their height.
Maybe they're just really good at building them. I don't know.
Yeah, he's an architect.
But speaking, it leads on to my next question, really, with you saying about you get used to a certain type of player. So, 4-star, 4-star.
Yeah.
For me personally, I don't think that's enough anymore. I don't think that's good enough at the point of FIFA that we're at anymore. Because in the big games, you need 5-star. I think, to be honest with you, I think 5-star skills this year are better than 5-star weak foot. Which
I'd
is
agree with that, yeah.
It's a bit crazy to say, really, because you think weak foot has probably been more important the last few years.
Definitely, yeah.
5-star weak foot was always so overpowered, whereas I think this year you can kind of get away with 4. But would you take a card like this? Because I was looking at the prices; they're extremely similar. I know the positions and all that, but FUT Birthday Ital. Who would you prefer up top?
So I did actually use him with FUT Birthday Ital. FUT Birthday Ital was at centre mid though.
No, fair enough.
And then, to be fair, the amount of goals that Ital pops up from centre mid in a 4-3-1-2 is mental.
Yeah.
He's just so fast at overlapping. People just can't deal with it. For me, if you can get them both like chemistry, no object, they're around the same price, give or take. I'd go with Ital personally.
I think Ital's an example of one of those cards that EA thought, you know what, we need a new meta card.
Yeah, exactly. Because 5-star, 5-star, mental.
I've actually shifted him to striker now, Ital.
Have you?
And he's amazing. Yeah, he's very, very good. But yeah, I think cards like Crespo, they just suffer from that kind of lack of X factor. Yeah. Because simply having in games now is not good enough.
Yeah.
It's crazy to say that about a player that's got 98 finishing. But he's an average body type, isn't he? He's quite tall, medium low, not particularly a bad thing. But you need players that have got 5-star summit. They need players that have got really high attacking work rates. Like high lows ideal or high. I think sometimes can be really helpful with the pressing method that we've got. And body type, you want them to be lean.
You do, or unique.
Yeah, or unique. Yeah, I think Crespo is one of those cards that just suffers from being a card with good stats and nothing more than that. I think it's like sometimes, like when you're playing with like a 75 rated card that gets future star and he's like 95 rated or something, it just feels like a boosted shitter really. Whereas like
it's like Iago Aspas gets about 97 in forms and he's still shit.
Nobody cares.
Stats he's got,
And I think not to the same extent for Crespo, but I think cards like Ital and Neymar and Mbappe and all those meta whores, they're always just going to be picked over him. Which is sad in a way, but
so the thing is, when you're reviewing, obviously viewers, if you don't review players, like if you've not got your own YouTube channel, like we use a lot of different players, and we always do it in FUT Champs, which is like the sweatiest game mode other than maybe Division 1.
I'd argue Division 1's even sweatier. And,
I'd say so as well.
We do, I know for me recently, I've been doing a lot in Division 1 because of not enough time to play Champs and that at the weekend, so we're judging it on a real end game level. Like, do you really want to be using these players in the top divisions? So, and
it was getting FUT Champs like the last weekend. It was really sweat to get to Gold 3. Obviously, that's where we always stop pretty much.
Yeah.
Me and you both said like we just want to win games to get to Gold 3 and stop.
Yeah.
And we're coming up against some right sweaters like when we had like 10 wins.
It's crazy at the minute, isn't it? It's absolutely nuts.
And it goes. That's when you really notice a player when you're reviewing them if they're really end game.
Yeah.
And I found myself edging towards like the 70th minute. I was thinking, I need to get Neymar on for Crespo. Like he's just going to do more for me in that position.
More.
Yeah, and it's it's not great for an icon that's double the price, triple the price of Neymar.
It's crazy,
but,
isn't it? Really?
It's just the way it is. Yeah.
So anyway, this is a debate for another video. Why don't you take us through the end card?
Rating. So I'm going for an 8.
Okay. I think that's fair.
He's good,
really.
But he's not as good as strike. So I've done a lot of strikers recently. I've done Ryan Kent. I thought was better than him. Adama, Inaki were all better than him, I think. Don't get me wrong, Crespo's shooting's fantastic, but he doesn't. I need someone with the passing now. The way I play FIFA at the minute and the way I use my formation and everything, I need someone who can play the ball. Value, I've gone for 6.
Yeah.
He's 600k. I bought him for 800 and something, which is a big L on my half. But
don't worry, I lost more in Essien, so
yeah, exactly. The market is literally in the mud.
It is not great.
Yeah, Chem style engine. He's got great dribbling stats, but it can't hurt to get it a bit more. Get the passing up, which I said you need.
Gets the balance up too.
Get the pace up as well. Yeah, exactly. Links. I haven't actually.
He's
written any
Argentine.
links down.
He's an icon. You
Yeah.
can get like Acuna on chem, Dybala on chem. There's a lot of
Yeah.
good Argentinians this year.
Yeah, Kuna, Dybala.
Maximiliano. I always call him Maximiliano. I don't know why, because it's Alejandro Gomez.
Alejandro, yeah.
Yeah, the little legend.
Yeah, Alejandro, maybe even Messi.
If you've done that FUT birthday Palacio, I know a lot of people done him.
So yeah, we'll go for Palacio, Dybala, and we'll go Alejandro is what if. He looks fantastic.
You can tell we're very organised at Backpage Gaming.
Exactly, yeah.
Position,
but,
I'm guessing
he's
striker.
an icon, so it's not something you have to worry about too much. And then position, you're not playing this card anywhere other than striker. If you are, you are a mental.
Fool.
Go on.
I'm just saying
Oh,
you're
you
a
said
fool.
a fool. I thought you said
Yeah.
ooh.
You're a fool. So yeah, altogether one of those cards probably that you know had the potential maybe, but he didn't quite live up to the hype.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's a fun card. Don't get me wrong. If you're a big fan of Crespo and AC Milan fan, maybe give him a go. Why
It's
not?
one of the better boosts from a prime to a
Oh,
Moments.
100%. Yeah, it's huge.
Like
boost.
4 shooting, 2 pace, 3 dribbling. It's a decent upgrade.
Yeah, if you want to give him a go, why not? You know, you're going to lose, 30k odd tax unless he goes down like he did for me. But, you know, we're getting to that stage of FIFA. It's almost team of season, not quite. Get some players in now while you can, while they're not so far behind the curve. Have your fun for 2 weeks and then go full on meta for team of season. That's the best thing to do.
Because I know that we're going to be doing that to get the content out to you boys. So anyway,
Yeah, baby.
hope you enjoyed this one. We'll see you in the next one.
See you later.